Hello everybody, this is Hornlitz here, and welcome back for more Let's Glitch The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we did the first half of the Stone Tower Temple, got like 10 fairies or something, I don't know, pretty good I think. And in this episode, we're going to be doing the rest of the Stone Tower Temple. Bet you weren't expecting that. So to start off the bat, we're going to be doing the exact same thing we did last episode, and we're going to be getting over to the other side using the time stop method. So yeah, let's just do that real quick. Do that. Yeah, there we go. So now it's going to change. What happens next may shock you. Basically, we need to invert the Stone Tower Temple, but we do not have the Elegy of Emptiness, so we can't do it through normal means. So instead, we are going to do a weird shot. I was not able to count the flashes because the world started shaking. I think that's the right frame. That looks about right. So let's just roll with this frame. Oops. I completely messed that up because I buffered one too far after I got the roll. There we go. That should be the good frame. Alright. Next frame. I said next frame. There we go. And then 2 bow presses, and there we go. Now we just kind of want to shoot the middle of the center block there, and we should be able to hit the thing from behind. If you miss, you probably just need to aim a little bit differently. It's not actually that hard to hit or anything, so yeah, fantastic. Now, one thing I've always wondered is how's the rest of the world doing after we switch this around? Like, it's clear that it's not just Stone Tower Temple that flips around. As you can see, like, the rest of the world, or at least the rest of the tower flipped around. So, like, is it just the tower, or is it also the rest of the world? Like, I don't know. The world may never know. But that doesn't really matter. So right off the bat in this dungeon, we're going to be doing something quite abnormal. So, normally what you're supposed to do at this point is you're supposed to go through that door that's over there, go all the way around the other dungeon and come out on this side, but of course, we speedrunners don't like doing that, so we have a way faster, way easier way of doing it. Or, I guess faster, it's not super easy, but, so right here, we're actually going to be doing a glitch. To position myself, I want to, if you see this little black line, it looks pretty glorious when it's this close up, but what we want to do is we want to sort of position Link so that he's standing kind of on top of it. Right about here is good. And you also want to be about halfway between the 2 brown sides there. And then we want to look forward and angle this, go to about this angle right here. It's not that precise. Basically, the left side of Link's B button here is lined up with the right side of that little line there. And then you want to lock on and cancel out of the C up. Then you want to pull out a bomb shield, drop it, roll, let the camera pan out a bit, and then turn sideways. And then as soon as the bomb explodes, or a little bit after, you want to start holding up, and you should grab onto the little ledge there. It's a pretty cool trick, I think. And then we just want to hit that little switch, and then that guy, of course, can wreck you. Seriously. Honestly, I've always hated those enemies. I do not know what they're called or anything, but I don't even know how to kill them. I think you can, but they're so annoying, and I don't know, I've always hated those enemies more than pretty much any enemy in this game, for normal enemies. So yeah. Now right here, we just kind of want to come across here. Nice, I killed him. I killed a Poe, because logic. But anyways, so let's just get over into this room here. Now, this room is, unfortunately, kind of another one of my least favorite rooms. So as you can see, we've got a Wizrobe fight. And the problem with this one is that more than half of this room has lava falling down on it. So yeah, that half of the room, as you can see, there's little bits of lava falling everywhere. Good job, me. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, first off, there's a hole in the ground there. That's a little annoying. But half the side there, that entire half of the wall there, has lava falling down on it, and it's really annoying for trying to get the fast strategy for this this dungeon. Basically, what we want to do is I'm just gonna take this. Oh, let him shoot that. But right here, the fast strategy that I'm going to be trying to do here is whenever he appears next, I'm going to shoot him with 1 light arrow here. Excuse me? There we go. Okay, I must have shot too early or something, and then he saw the arrow coming and then kind of dodged it out of the way. Shoot him there, and then what you want to do at this point is roll right over here as quickly as possible. And if you do it right and do it fast enough, you can actually catch him while he is just coming out here. And there's like 1 or 2 frames where you can actually attack him. And so by doing that, we can actually skip his second phase. He has the second phase where he like jumps around a bunch. We can skip that. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually really happy I got that. As you can see, like right there, randomness can just completely destroy you. If you get hit, you lose ISG. So it's really annoying. But I'm really glad I got that. Glad I got to show that off for you guys. Now right here, I just wanted to equip that real quick so that I can quickly warp out of here after I get the fairy there. So yeah, now the next thing that we have to do is actually a really cool trick, I think. It's actually amazing that it's even possible, I think. I mean, maybe it's just, it makes sense, but for some reason, like, I guess casually, I never would have thought that anything like this could possibly have been possible. But basically, the reason that I skipped this chest, actually, was because I wanted to get ISG off of it, so I'm going to do that real quick. And then I'm going to come over here, I'm going to hookshot onto the chest that I just spawned earlier. This chest is actually the reason that you're supposed to have to invert the tower 3 times. You have to invert it and then re-uninvert it and then invert it again. But we actually have a way around that. So actually, I need something else. I need that, and that's it. Oops. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hookshotting onto the very top of this chest right here, right about here. Right after I grab one, that's actually, I think, too low. You actually want to be pretty high up. You can probably make it work with if you're a little higher up, but you know, I'm gonna try and make it work. You want to do a hover, and then you want to do a backflip, and then I guess yeah, I'm gonna do one more real quick backflip there, and then you want to turn around real quick. That should be good. And then you want to do, I guess, actually that should be high enough. And then what you want to do at this point is you want to pull out a chew and shield drop it. And it's not quite, I'm not quite close enough. So, one more, and then, actually I'm not high enough, I don't think. There we go, this should be good. From here, I just want to pull out a chew, shield drop it, and I should land on top of the treasure chest. And then, as you can see right now, my A button says open. If I press A, I will open the chest. That is really cool to me. I never would have thought that you would be able to open a treasure chest that's upside down. I thought that they would have put, like, something in place to prevent that. And the other thing that I find really cool about this is if I wait for it to actually come, right there, as you can see, the stray fairy is actually upside down, just like the treasure chest was. That's just, it's insanely cool to me. I don't know, for some reason, just that is, I just find it really cool that that actually works. Oops, I'm still wearing this thing. So let's just equip, wait, light arrows? Sure, I guess I need light arrows. And then I still need bombs. Oh yeah, I need light arrows for this. Duh. Okay. So yeah. Now, this room, there actually is a really cool way to do this room. I'm not actually sure how to do it, though, unfortunately. You can actually do this entire room as just human, instead of using Deku to, like, use that to float around like this. But, yeah, apparently there is a way. It looks really cool when done well, but, of course, I don't really know how to do it. I tried figuring out how to do it, but I couldn't, so I don't know. And it's not like it's that much faster or anything, so it's not really a big deal. But anyways, we have one more fairy to get, and he is actually in this it's in this chest right now. And normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit that switch right there so that the fire gets away, but we've got a better way of doing it, or faster way or something. Basically, just we need to get off of that chest, or get off that, climb up off that ledge, do two slashes, and then we want to place a bomb and turn around again, and then once it actually explodes, after we get damaged, I think we actually did this same sort of trick last episode, actually. On the second frame, we'll be pushed inside of the firewall, and then we just want to... Oh, okay. Apparently, I was positioned a slight bit wrong. You need to be sort of, like, positioned more towards the center. It's not actually that precise, but you still have to be kind of positioned right around there. So yeah, but the second frame that you get damaged, you want to start mashing the A button, because that's the frame that you move forward. Excuse me? Okay, this game is totally making a liar out of me right now. I have never failed this trick until recording this. So let me just try this one more time. Jeez. There's one. There's two. There we go. Okay, I guess you need to be a lot more central than I thought you did. But whatever. So now, I'm actually gonna hope something doesn't happen. In one of my failed recordings it did. Okay, no, it didn't. Actually, in one of my failed recordings, the stray fairy actually got stuck inside the fire ring, and I had to go all the way back up there to be able to actually get the fairy, which was really annoying, especially considering if you'll notice, my time is already on the last legs there. Like, I only have 4.5 hours left before the time runs out, so I'm on a bit of a time crunch right now, and I actually have to... I can't mess up too much stuff, so I ended up resetting because of that. But, now right here, I just actually want to do a recoil flip, and this is a bit of a precise recoil flip. You want to recoil flip as late as you possibly can, really, in order to get this one. Dude, can you stop dodging this? How did he dodge that? There is no way he dodged that, dude. There we go. Okay. I don't know, for some reason this Igor has been he was giving me a lot of trouble. Ooh, I'm on top of the chest, nice. So yeah, this is actually the last treasure chest that we're going to be picking up in this dungeon, which is pretty nice. So yeah, what have we got in this treasure chest? Apparently something with a lot of light, or something like that. No, we actually have the Giant's Mask. So yeah. Now, unfortunately, I'm not actually going to be using the Giant's Mask. Normally you're supposed to use it for the Twin Mold fight, but I'm actually going to be doing the Twin Mold fight through a different means, which is probably, actually, to be honest, I probably shouldn't do it this way, but I'm going to do it anyways, just because it looks cooler, if done well, at least. Okay, I'm on the wrong frame. I wasn't sure about that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing another weird shot right here, just because... I'm not actually at full magic right now, and I want to be at full magic because I'm going to be using fire arrows to defeat Twin Mold, and you need magic, of course, to use that, so I want to make sure I can have full magic, and there's a bunch of, resources down here, down underneath this platform, so just doing a weird shot is supposed to be the fastest way to get there. Excuse me? I think I got hit by the spike wheel. Yeah. Okay, let me try it one more time. That's the wrong frame. Plus, this thing's in the way. This isn't supposed to be taking this long. Okay. One more frame. For some reason, I feel like buffering... Uh-oh. That's the other thing, is I think I was pressing the wrong button. I don't think I was pressing the hookshot button. I normally have hookshot on C down, which is the problem. Which was, I think, the problem. Dude, buffering is not this hard. There we go. Okay, now we need to hookshot to the BMO statue. And there we go. Okay, jeez. That wasted a lot more time than it should have. So anyways, there's a lot of stuff down here. But most importantly was the magic, so I got that, so now I can finally go and finish. I can just go into the door, right? Nope. I do not have any keys. So we are going to be doing a boss key skip, which is pretty nice. I think... Oh no, we did the Snowhead boss key skip as well. But yeah, this is actually a pretty easy boss key skip to do. What we need to do is we need to put our sword away first off. We need to lock onto this wall. We need to roll into it, and then do a normal slash like that. We need to turn it sideways, and then we need to do just a recoil flip. And then it's pretty easy. We should just clip right through the wall, though, which is pretty cool. And now we're actually in the room, in the boss room. If we just walk forward here, we'll actually jump and fall into the boss room, which is really nice. And then right here we have Twin Mold. So yeah, that is a pretty fun trick to do. And it's actually really easy if you have the setup. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how easy that trick is. I'm kind of over hard tricks with this game, but anyways. So now, unfortunately, we have a really, really dumb boss fight. So the fastest method to do this, as I mentioned, is to use fire and light arrows. So I'm going to be trying my best to do it this way. But of course, the problem with this is that you can only hit their tails. Unfortunately, that's the only part of their bodies that actually has a damageable hitbox with arrows. So yeah, unfortunately, we have to aim at the tails. The other thing is that this can happen where Twin Mold can just completely crowd the middle and completely just ruin your day. And it's really annoying. I actually, that's probably the reason I did. And this is the other thing that can happen, is that Twin Mold can sometimes just decide, you know what, I'm just going to block off my tail with the rest of my body. And it's super annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna be trying to do this as much as possible. Honestly, I might end up copping out and just using the Giant's Mask. The other thing is that sometimes you just have to predict when it's gonna, or when the thing is gonna come, and that's pretty much impossible to do. How did that not hit? The other thing is that sometimes these arrows just do not hit, even though they completely look like they should. I'm also just gonna go out and grab this magic real quick. Just because I want some more magic. It's very common that you can run out of magic in this fight. So yeah, now just... How did that miss? There we go. Actually, sooner, I feel like that one should have missed. Right there. Okay, that totally hit. Oops, that was too low. So yeah, unfortunately, this is probably my least favorite boss fight in the entire game, just because of this. And even when you're using, the Giant's Mask, it can be a really annoying fight. So yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, this guy is, so yeah, I might end up, yeah, I'm just gonna use the Giant's Mask, just because it's easier. The thing about Giant's Mask is that it actually uses up magic every single, like, second, pretty much, that you're using it. So it can be a little bit annoying, but, it's a lot easier to handle this way. I'm just gonna be doing a bunch of spin attacks, I think. There we go. Yeah, see, look at how much easier this is. Never mind. I have no idea why I was trying to do the fire arrow method. That's what the speedrun does, and technically I think the fire arrow method is faster, and it uses up... No, it uses up the same amount of magic, I think. But I think it technically is faster. It's just, this method is so much easier. So yeah. I guess one problem with doing this method, though, is that there is a chance that by doing this method, your game can crash. If you're on Virtual Console, at least. I don't know if it works, or if it can crash on N64, but it might be able to. Okay, I'm just gonna let him appear somewhere else. Where is he? There he is. Oh, hello. So yeah, now, one other thing that I actually wanted to mention about this fight is that, you can actually damage Twin Mold's head as human with the Giant's Knife, or Giant's Mask, and that's just another reason why you should use the Giant's Mask, now that I think about it. Really, like, using the arrows is probably one of the most annoying things that you could possibly do with this game, so, yeah, I guess I don't really know why I even tried. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the any % speedrun of this game doesn't get the Giant's Mask, so you kind of have to do it with the arrows, but this isn't any %, this is 100%, so I don't know why you would even think to use arrows, but I didn't make the route, so I guess maybe there is a better reason, maybe I'm just missing something, but from what I can tell, it's just a bad idea. So yeah, now this is the final Giants cutscene, or well, obviously the final Dungeon Giants cutscene. I guess we do still have one more Giants cutscene, but I just want to bring up the fact that this cutscene right here, I just want to bring up how, just how beautiful this game is. The cutscene, the plot in this game, this specific cutscene especially, if you actually look at what's going on, at this point, like right here, right away here, the voices sound sad. You don't want to? This just the whole idea behind this about how the Giants realize that it's not the Skull Kid doing all of this stuff. It's actually Majora's Mask that's doing this. But of course, everybody's blaming the Skull Kid because I mean he's the one wearing the mask. But really, the mask is the one doing the issue, and it brings up some really philosophical questions. And like right here, it's just saying forgive your friend, and of course Tattle doesn't realize. Forgive a friend? What do you mean by forgive? Huh? What friend? Like, Tattle doesn't realize it, and it's just, I don't know, just everything about this cutscene, that cutscene is just so beautiful. I don't know, especially, the other thing that I want to bring up is the music that's playing. The music that was playing was the full version of the Oath to Order, and, oh man, that song is sad. It's just the strings that are playing in the background and everything, it's just, it all comes together so beautifully, and that's pretty much the plot of this game, and like all of the questions that it makes you ask, that's pretty much the reason that this is my favorite Zelda game. It has nothing to do with the gameplay, it has nothing to do with the speedrun, it's just the whole plot of it and everything, and plus how dark the speedrun is, the game is. It's just so beautiful, honestly. I can't say enough good about it. I'm just gushing here, but like, it's honestly that's the reason why it's my favorite game, pretty much. Or favorite Zelda game. I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of all time, but it's pretty good. So yeah, anyways, right here, we are going to get the last fairy reward that we can get, which is the Great Fairy Sword, I believe it's called. Which is actually a really powerful sword. I'll be using it a bunch throughout the rest of the run. It does make a lot of fights go a lot faster, so that's pretty good. Now, another thing that I also should mention here is that the 100% route at this point in time is a lot different than what I'm doing it as, and actually, in the current 100% route, you do Stone Tower Temple a lot earlier than I did it in this series, and so you actually have the Great Fairy Sword for longer in the actual 100% route, so you actually, like, that's one reason that this route was a little bit slower, was because you actually had to... You didn't have the damage upgrade. But anyways, that's beside the point. So yeah, now, actually, this is basically the end of the episode. I just kind of want to get a few resources and then quit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then click that like button. If you didn't, because I copped out and used the Giant's Mask or something, then fine, click the dislike button. Follow me on all the links in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!